Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what made Modern Warfare 2 so awesome back when it originally came out 10 years ago. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you want more of this type of content, make sure you get this video over 500 likes and spam it down in the comment section below. And if you do enjoy any part of the video and you'd like to find your way back, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. With that, let's go ahead and get into the video. We're going to be playing some Modern Warfare 2. This is backwards compatible on the Xbox One X, so that's what I'm playing it on right now. I'm using the FAMAS. But let's talk a little bit about Modern Warfare 2. This game has it's almost been 10 years since this game originally came out. Oh, there's some snipers. Oh, he peeked down, he survived. Maybe I got the assist, I don't know. But pretty much it's been 10 years almost. I was like 21 years old. I don't think I played this game as much as I probably would have liked. Got sniped. I don't know if I was just busy with life at that time, because I know I spent a lot more time invested in Modern Warfare 3. This was actually a really hyped game. Like overly hyped probably, because a lot of times when you have a really good solid foundation in a game, that was CoD 4, Modern Warfare, what ends up happening is you have people that got noob tubed. We're gonna talk a little bit about that later too. But pretty much what happens is that game had broke every record. It was revolutionary for its time, and I think the general consensus was that how could you possibly improve on perfection, because at that time that game was fairly perfect. There were obviously some issues, as there's always issues with every game, but when you have been playing games like Call of Duty for so long, we get numb to how great some of the things are that they do on a regular basis. Ooh. And they've done a lot of stuff on a regular basis that's just so impressive. We're not going to spend too much time talking about campaign or Spec Ops in this video, but if you guys are interested in watching me, you know, maybe do some throwback Spec Ops missions or something like that, let me know down in the comments below. That's something I'd be interested in doing if you guys are interested in checking out the content. In there. Oh. Got him. So I think the general thing is that a lot of people thought that this game could have just been better with one patch. It was basically one patch away from being the perfect Call of Duty experience. And unfortunately, it never got that patch, because there's so much stuff that's imbalanced in this game that sometimes leads to a little bit of fun. But it also kind of makes the game pretty annoying to play on a regular basis. Oh, I got it. So let's talk a little bit about the problem. So was basically one-man army and danger close, noob tubes. A lot of that stuff was catered towards, you know, basically just being anti. And if they would have done some patches to resolve some of those issues, it would have been the best all-around multiplayer experience. And I think it's because of that blemishing, like on the record, it kind of ruins the overall experience, at least in my perspective, and I think a lot of other people's perspective as well. So another problem that this game had was that there was actually a lot of boosting, just where people would do these booster lobbies, because there was stuff with like tactical inserts. You can get like unlimited XP a match, so people were boosting because basically cheating for your score, because you don't want to earn it the right way. A lot of people getting nuclears that maybe they shouldn't have, or they wouldn't have. Guy's gonna come up. And that's just how it goes. But the cool things that a lot of times people remember about this game is there was a lot of detail given to the voice acting. When you call in a streak, let me call in my sentry real quick. A lot of those sound bites that you're here are like very iconic to the series. Tactical nuke incoming. Like a lot of people remember that. Yeah, a lot of times people remember those types of things from the game. And it's not always one streak or another. It's just that depending on what faction you're with, you're gonna get, oh, I killed myself. You're gonna get different sound bites. So it'll sound different. So every time you're playing the map, almost every single time, you're gonna be hearing different sound because you're on a different faction. Which to me, that's like tons of care taken into it. Now it's like super generic, like not even memorable. Not even memorable what Ooh, got him. All right, so one of the things that separated this game, obviously, they didn't really do much revolutionary when it came to Pick 10, because obviously Pick 10 didn't exist yet. We were coming from a previous game that didn't have it. Very similar to the way CoD 4 was very simplistic. You pick a weapon, pick one attachment, use a perk, then maybe you have a chance at actually equipping more attachments. And this game was very simplistic in that way. They didn't make it so that you had everything that you wanted whenever you wanted. And sometimes people are kind of against that because they think it limits the variety you're able to have. But in some senses, it's a lot easier to balance because you can make perks less OP. Oh, I'm missing all my shots. Perks can be a little bit more OP when you can only equip one. So one thing that this game is known for is everything's going to be overpowered. Everything is going to be strong. Everything's going to have a fast time to kill. So if you're not able to react quick enough, you're going to die. Oh, damn. There was a guy behind me too. And a lot of it came down to almost like you're playing hardcore. Not hardcore because the time to kill is just a little bit slower. But it feels like you're playing hardcore. And unfortunately, like, that's very hard for people that have very slow reflexes. And the opposite for people who have the fast reflexes. They're at a significant advantage. That made a lot of weapons viable. So you're able to run around with the FAMAS like I'm doing right now, which is a 3-round burst. And basically, you're melting people. And you're killing them pretty easily. I got killed, pinched. So in addition to the FAMAS, which is kind of like that medium to long range weapon, you also had the Scar, which was like a high damage, low recoil, but it didn't have a large magazine. Damn, see, I recovered from that kill. It didn't have a large magazine, so you couldn't just go on. You had to reload. Scavenger was important if you wanted to go on streaks, which a lot of people did. Look at the noob tubing. It's just phenomenal. He's just going to keep shooting it too. Look at him. So skilled. You got the TAR-21, which is more like a hybrid SMG AR. So you had a lot of variety. I thought I saw a guy. You got the UMP, which was a SMG that's very strong, which a lot of times you could treat it like an SMG. I got the Death Streak. I almost got him. Our team's getting demolished. And then there's an L86, which is like a high damage, higher recoil LMG. So you get like variety in the weapons, and that's just a handful of weapons. And a lot of times with these guns, each weapon feels very personal. Now it's kind of like you just get reskinned versions of reskinned versions of reskinned versions, which is kind of there's no personal touch to the weapon, which kind of makes it boring when you're creating your class. There's people who are like, oh, this weapon is my favorite, and da da da. I mean, there's weapons I use just because they're strong, not because they're necessarily my favorite. So the next part when it comes to the created class is a little bit debatable. Is there's forced items you have to take since it's not a pick 10. So one of those things is a pistol. You also have to take a lethal, a tactical. So there's a little bit of variety in those things now versus they're just more of annoying than anything when you're playing the newer CODs. And I think it's just because it's hard to counter some of these things. Got him. But this game had the tactical insert. You had the throwing nade, the Semtex. Oh, that guy's right there. Got him. And then you also had the regular nade, claymore. I mean, you had a variety of things to choose from. It just depended on what you wanted to use. Ooh. There it goes. Got my streak going. So talking a little bit more about perks, they mattered because with perks, it was very important that you equip the right ones for your playstyle. Whether it's a faster reload, you need scavenger for the longer life, whatever it was, you had to have that variety. Let's see if that one actually does what it needs to do. Got him. Triple kill. I gotta wait for those UAVs. Damn, there's just a bunch of dead cows everywhere. But there was also pro versions of the perks that actually added to the grind factor. A lot of times people don't realize that is that having extra challenges or micro challenges in the game create variety that allows you to grind out the game because you want the pro version of that perk. And there's some things. Dang, new tubed, skilled, outplayed. Dude just spawned in and came back for me. Look at this. Let me use my... Didn't even see me. The other thing that was really cool about this game is the variety of streaks. A lot of times there's just powerful streaks. Like the Harrier is a 7 kill streak. 3 streak with the regular UAV, and everything was kill based. So if, let's say I put on like a 7 streak and a 10, if I got my got a couple kills with my 7, it would bring me up all the way to my 11 kill streak, which would allow me to chain. So a lot of times that's why people were chaining nuclears. And this game was the easiest to probably get a nuclear during its life cycle, because if you just got the right lobby, right map, you can go on like a 7 streak, call on the Harrier like I just did. I don't have the AC-130 unlocked, but then I would have got the AC-130 because the helicopter got 2 kills, plus I got the triple kill. So I would have got like 5 kills, plus the 7 would bump me up to 12. So I would have been sitting there at the AC-130, getting really close to that nuke streak. So that's what was cool. It was really easy to get those nuclear streaks. I was garbage at this game when it first came out, so I never actually got one, saw one. I don't know. Guess I was good enough to keep people off streaks. Let's see what I can come around. Ooh. Got him. So it's very powerful streaks, which feel rewarding. Now it feels like you can call on a streak that's like 15 kills and they get like 2 kills, which makes it pretty uninteresting, to say the least. So I think one of the things that just separates Modern Warfare 2, which maybe you've noticed from the gameplay in the background, is that every map is so dang different. They're actually 3-lane maps still, and to a sense, there are different routes. But there's so much more than that. They've expanded them so much. They give you so much variety in how you can move around. Flanking is a real thing. Not like World War II, let's play USS Texas, where there's literally no flank routes. So there's a lot of things that you can do in this game. Whether I want to mantle this just because I want to mantle it, or I want to go around for the flank, there's so much usable space, and that leads to different weapons have a different place in the game. So in the newer Call of Duties, they don't really prioritize sniping that much. I mean, you could snipe. There are really amazing snipers out there, but this, like, look at where somebody could be and hit you from. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of wild to think that when they actually cared about making these large, expansive maps, they gave us a lot of maps, and it was at launch we'd have a ton of them. Damn, this guy is not having it, bro. The other part that's nice is there's a little bit of a flow to the map. Like, there's certain paths that you'll take that are higher risk, but maybe they're higher reward. But the thing is, with the flow, it allows players to navigate the map the way they want, and not just however. But having that variety where an SMG could be used on any map, you just got to know how to navigate it the right way. Or a rifle or LMG. There's added variety. Ooh, that was Skippy. I got the revenge kill though. Yeah, look at it skipping right now. Quite a bit. But one of the biggest things, and in my opinion, like, it's such a minuscule thing that people don't... Oh, how the heck did that happen? It's just skipping all around. Look at how it skips. That's the connection right now. It wasn't like this back in the day. Obviously, there was host advantage and stuff, but it wasn't like this back then. But one of the greatest things is the final kill cam. In my opinion, that is what started it all. Without the final kill cam, there wouldn't be a huge YouTube scene. There wouldn't be a sniper community. There probably wouldn't be an S&D community. There probably wouldn't be a ton of different communities out there that started as a result of this game. Being forced to chat, not in a party. Is that guy still there? Oh, my teammate's right there. Where the heck did that guy go? Being to have to force a game chat, if you had a mic plugged in, a lot of trash talking too. So there, I'm sure that's where the toxicness of the community came from. I'm sure there was a little bit more before that, but it was just a game, and then it became like crazy. The stuff that was look at all this variety. This map is just ridiculous. Got him. With the sniper community, you know, FaZe Clan basically posted their first video about 6 months after this game came out. Maybe a little bit less than that. But that's like where trick shotting came in. They were trying to get that last trick shot. In S&D, you know, when the last person's alive, you can do that last trick shot and perform something ridiculous. I'm not a sniper. I wouldn't even attempt to do some of the stuff these guys do. But there are some disgustingly crazy, spinning, high-sense players. It all started back then. So yeah, the trick-shotting community blew up as a result. Oh, that guy hit me in the window. See what I'm talking about? Map design? There's so much variety. You gotta... I haven't played in so long, it's kind of crazy. 1, 2, 3. Got him, Mr. Campalat. I flashbang myself. But let me know down in the comments section, what was your favorite part of this game? And did you happen to join any specific community? Were you the part of the pub stomping community? The quick scopers, the no scopers, the trick shotters, S&D stars, whatever the case is. What was it for you? Because for me, I was just casual back then. I didn't play the game that much. I played it because I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like... You had to have that? Death streaks, man! Got to play the game. Yeah, Roy, that's how it's done. So that was the video. I had a ton of fun making it. If you'd like me to go back and try out other Call of Duties, go ahead and spam that down in the comment section below. Remember to hit that like button, and if you want to find your way back, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.